kind viewer, and welcome to another episode of Anime Rants. So, this time I'll be covering a show called Akatsuki no Yona, otherwise known as Yona of the Dawn. When I first started watching this show, I thought, there's no way that this show isn't based on a visual novel. But it's not. So, basic plot synopsis time. Yona is the princess of the fantasy kingdom of Kolka, which I can only imagine is inspired by China, just based off of the clothing and the music involved in the show. It just kind of seems like fantasy China. So, Yona is a very spoiled, shell-turd princess who has no idea how to rule a kingdom and is so far removed from her subjects that she knows nothing about them, about their daily lives or anything. Tragedy strikes, and her father, King Il, is killed by someone very close to her. And she is pretty much sent away from her home in the castle. Or, well, she escapes from her home in the castle with her childhood friend, Hawk, who acts as her bodyguard because he was sworn to protect her by her father, no matter what. So, they go into hiding, and she's pretty much told by a priest who can speak to God, who has said she has to go on this journey and find the legendary 4 dragons. These dragons will help her achieve her goals, which are to take back her kingdom and get vengeance for the killing of her father. So basically, it's an action-adventure with elements of romance and comedy, and it's a reverse harem. Which, I mean, I'm all okay for pretty anime boys. But, it's a pretty good show. I mean, it's a coming-of-age story, which, I mean, those can go either way. But in this case, I really do think they convey that. Like, the character growth Yona goes through over the course of the series thus far. And I say thus far because I really hope there's another season, because there needs to be more, because I'll get to that. So, as a coming-of-age story, it really, really holds up just from how Yona grows over the course of the series. Like, through the experiences of living amongst her people and realizing their pain and suffering, and, you know, all's not as good as she would have taken for granted living the high life in the castle. So, basically, the point of the story is the journey. It's not the goal, you know. However, I really wish they would have gotten around to that goal. Here's my problem with the series. There's no resolution. You spend all 24 episodes finding the dragons and learning their backstories and seeing the struggles of the people and watching Yona go under character growth, and they don't actually get to that point where any of the loose ends of the plot are tied together. There's no resolution to it. And I feel like there needs to be. As for watching the show itself, it's a very enjoyable sort of ride. But just ending. So it's the type of show where basically they tell you, hey, you know, the show's over. No new season? Read the manga. That's fun, right? Our viewers like to be told to read the manga, right? So, there's going to be a lot of silent pauses in this video, because I just don't know what else to say. Yes. What else I would like to see in this show, should it get a new season? I want to see, A, some goddamn plot resolution. B, more on the main antagonist. He's the type of multifaceted character that you sort of you can't really hate him, because he has his motivations, which, I mean, we kind of get his motivations, but I want to see more of his motivations. And also more of his background. Like, they don't really say too much about what went on between his early childhood and the point where he becomes main antagonist and king, replacing Yona's father. Like, he seems like he'll be a good ruler. He's out on a journey of his own to understand the suffering of the people and respond accordingly and oust corruption and all that. So while Yona's going around and doing these things to experience the sorrow of the people, so is he. It kind of makes an interesting dynamic, I think, that both the hero and the antagonist are doing the same things for the same idea. Their goal is the same, to improve the country and to understand their citizens' lives. So it's an interesting dynamic to see a hero and a villain, who are doing the same things and have the same sort of goal in mind. So I want to see more of it. Yeah. I'll probably go read the manga, let's be honest here. So anyways, I could do the Magibon thing and just stare at the camera, or will that give me views? So yeah, that's pretty much it for this series so far. I mean, I hope there's more. Please. So thanks for viewing this video. If I were to recommend Akatsuki no Yona, I'd probably give it like a 8 out of 10. Maybe a 7.5 out of 10. It's pretty good. It's a good show. It's a good watch. And, leave a comment telling me what else I should do. I think on my next video I'll probably do Love Live, because I've been wanting to do that for a while here. I'll get around to it, I promise. I'm also probably going to do an origin story video and tell you a bit about myself, because I'm the narcissistic kind of bitch that wants people to like me. So, I will see you next video.